Happy Thanksgiving! Cheers, my friends. Cheers. I tried, I'm a big fan of whiskey, right? And I got this, I love Crown. Straight, by the way, on the rocks. Gotta have some ice. And they have a flavor called Peach. Crown Royale Peach. Man, oh man. Let me tell you something. The shit sneaks up on you, bro. It's bad, but it's so good. If you're a whiskey fan, try it out. Try it out. All right, we got some people. Shacklone, what's up? Happy Thanksgiving to you, my friend. Justin, what is going on, bro? All right, this is the official, bro. This ain't a bootleg. This isn't an Amazon special. This is the official MJF scarf, bro. Shout out to the new AEW World Champion, MJF. Good shit. Grandma Daisy, listen, if there's anything I wanted to do in life, it's to become your local mayor. That would be amazing. I appreciate that. Drew, good evening and happy Thanksgiving to you, bro. Miguel, happy Thanksgiving. This is the Rick Martin. Bro, you better chill the fuck out. What's wrong with you? And happy Thanksgiving to you, dumbass. Happy Thanksgiving. I love you, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring on the bearded wonder. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Easy E in the building. What is good,
gobble,
bro?
Gobble, gobble, motherfuckers. What's good?
I love it, bro. Yeah. Those are like the hats you made in art class, you know?
My daughter made that for me for the show, so, I had to rock it.
All right. It looks good. You should leave it on, bro.
Yeah.
What's up, Ralph? How are you, bro? And ladies and gentlemen.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the biggest bully in the universe.
Second.
Joey V is in the building. What is good, Joey?
Yo, how's everybody doing?
Actually, happy Thanksgiving Eve to you, bro.
You as well.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Cheers. Facebook user, what's up?
Grandma Daisy says we're letting Vinny gonna be the local mayor. Can I be the treasurer of whatever city he's in? I just want to run the money.
That's it, bro.
That's it. We got Joe.
Run that guap.
Joey gonna be 12. We got it down.
Let's see. CJ, happy Thanksgiving to you. I read that cream soda is good with Crown Peach. Oh, we got to find some cream soda then, man, because Crown Peach on its own is amazing.
I'm going to break CJ's heart right now because I've noticed her referencing Aldi's a lot lately. Never been to Aldi's a day in my life until last week. We went into an Aldi's and we were wicked disappointed.
Come on, bro. That's a California Aldi, though, bro.
See, that's I don't know. It was like
Yo, Rusty, what's good, bro? Aldi
like
is a good spot, bro.
No, it was like a Dollar Tree meets like a Dollar General.
Well, that's the Cali version. You gotta try East Coast.
Do you have like a Save-A-Lot out there?
No.
So it's kind of like Aldi's, but Aldi's is like the lower, it's like the middle tier of grocery stores.
You gotta...
But you gotta bring your own bag, you pay 10 cents or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it's bootleg. Don't get me wrong. It is bootleg, but... Ladies and gentlemen, he's back. I missed him so. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Ladies and gentlemen,
Sexual chocolate.
Mr. Jones is in the building.
Thy kingdom come. Jones is gonna make sure your ass
Thy kingdom come.
Just to make sure everyone can hear me clearly, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So, It's Wednesday night. So you know what that means, right?
It's Dynamite.
Haven't seen that hag Brick Baker on there.
It's a little bit of a Thanksgiving Eve tradition.
Let's go!
Survivor Series.
Cheers to that,
We're
bro.
normally here, but we're done.
I'm digging that
Yeah,
shirt,
no
Jones. I like that.
Jones, what's the shirt say, bro?
Once we are not the same.
Bro, why are you so cocky, bro? I like that. I like that.
He comes back just oozing the sexual chocolate.
It's not a matter of cockiness, but if my confidence insults you, move aside.
No.
I like that. Shout out to Jones.
He comes
bro.
in and I get the Mr. Randy Watson.
Shout out to Jones, bro. Let's see. Hey, Mikey. Appleberry Nana, how are you? Pugster, how are you, my friend? Let's see. It means it's Wednesday night and Junior has his Pampers on. Hey, I'm with it.
Does he not have his Pampers on the other days of the week?
He better. Because we shit every day.
Get them pull-ups, bro.
Listen, boys. Oh, what's going on here? Who is this?
She ain't lying.
If Jones told me to quit my job tomorrow, I'd do it. Jones speaks nothing but facts. I mean, that is Jones.
If I'm telling you to quit your job, there's a reason behind it.
That's why he's the king.
It's coming from the first sister mom of PTM.
We were not supposed to be on tonight. This was like a last minute thing. And we said, you know what? It's Thanksgiving Eve. Some things have happened, and it's a time to celebrate. It's a time to be thankful, right? I'm thankful, ladies and gentlemen, for the men on this screen. No homo. Or homo, it doesn't matter. Whoever bends over.
Yeah, we already know who's going to raise his hand.
I am thankful for the men on the screen. I am thankful for Mr. Mike Jones. I am thankful for Mr. Ethan Thompson. And I am thankful for Mr. Joey V for being not only co-hosts on Pounding the Meat podcast, but for being good friends. And so we celebrate tonight, this evening, 2022 Thanksgiving Eve. Appreciate you guys, and thank you for hanging out, for being here.
Got some high quality A2O.
Gatorade.
I did see the new Christmas Story. I think it's called A Christmas Story Christmas.
Yeah.
Now, there was a sequel to A Christmas Story.
No, it wasn't.
Technically, Jones, there was. We have to acknowledge that there was.
I'm going with Jones in this.
I'm
Jones
stressing the word was. There was a sequel to A Christmas Story, just like there is a sequel to Jingle All the Way. Unfortunately, we do have to acknowledge these were even made or approved.
Now for Jingle All the Way, too.
But I saw
Confused by that. I never saw that.
I saw the official sequel for A Christmas Story. And I got to admit, man, I actually enjoyed it. I really did.
Oh, it's
It
out.
wasn't bad. What's that?
It's out for consumption.
It's on HBO Max. You can watch it now.
Oh.
And, but it was not one of those. You know what it kind of reminded me of? Coming to America, and then the sequel.
Oh, so as long as you don't act like it's a sequel and just has the same characters, you're fine.
Correct.
Like the last Halloween.
The same people are in it from the original film. They're grown up, but it relates to now. If you understand what I'm saying, it kind of makes sense. They didn't try to make it a direct. They knew it wasn't going to be a classic, but they made it the best it could be as a sequel to such a Christmas classic.
Fair.
So I would advise you guys to check it out. It's called A Christmas Story Christmas, and it's on HBO Max. It's available now.
Well, if anybody is interested, that Christmas Story house is up for sale.
How much is it up for sale for?
They haven't put a price on it. So it has the house. It has 2 acres of land. It has a parking lot. It has a gift store right across the street.
2 acres of land?
Yeah.
Really?
That's a lot of land. Yeah, I didn't think it was that big of a plot.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Whoever buys that house, it should be like you should get a discount if you have the lamp in the front window.
No.
It just needs to be there.
Where is this house? Is
It's in Cleveland, Ohio.
Really?
Yeah.
Ah, interesting. I wonder how much the house is going to go for, man.
I wouldn't want the house though.
Why would you? Because everybody,
Everybody's
always
gonna be
watching
just
it.
showing up on your
Yeah,
steps,
they're always
like-
bothering you, bro.
Get off my property.
They were using it as like kind of like bed and breakfast a little bit. Like you could stay at the house.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
now
I would buy it and make it an Airbnb.
Now,
honestly.
mind you, the house is not in a good neighborhood.
Really?
But
Is
it's
it in the hood, bro?
Oh, it's in Cleveland.
But like Jones said, you're gonna get all the wackadoos because I'm one of those wackadoos that like, if there's a famous house near me, I'm gonna go like, I went to the Wonder Years house. Had no idea it was in California. No idea. I thought it was somewhere back, small town Illinois, but no,
Yeah.
it's in California. So it's like, fuck it, I'm going to taking selfies in front of the house, and so I get Jones's
The Wonder Years, bro. What would you do if I sang out of tune?
Well, sing out of tune and I'll let you know.
Would you stand up and walk out on me?
But I would buy the house and tear it down.
Really?
Jones,
could.
2 acres.
What the
It's 2
fuck
acres.
is wrong with you tonight?
It's 2
bro?
acres
You
of
sound-
land.
You sound like you're Tiger Woods' fucking ex, bro.
Like,
Yeah,
bro.
they got
It's-
like a whole parking lot. and shit.
Yeah,
I'll
it's
tell
2
you this:
acres of land.
when I lived in Charlotte, North Carolina, in middle school, we went on a field trip to the Richie Rich house.
Oh wow.
All right, that driveway is about a mile or 2 long. So, inside the house, do you remember in the beginning when like Richie walks into the house and then the little dog Dollar comes down the steps?
Yeah.
So that steps are there. It doesn't have a McDonald's, but inside, like where those steps are, there was a 50-foot Christmas tree. Inside of that place, they got like an old school, bowling alley, and an old school like locker rooms, like wooden locker rooms
In the
next to
house?
each other. Yeah, it's huge.
I think movie magic has like that appeal though too.
Yeah.
Because like I went to the Fast and the Furious house too, right? So when you watch the movie, it looks like it's on this wide ass street where like there's some houses, but like there's nothing on the other side of the street. No, I'm telling you, when 2 cars are going side by side, like opposite lanes, one has to pull over onto the shoulder to get by. It's so narrow.
Oh my god.
And then where the house is, I'm not joking, 100 yards, because we walked it, 100 yards down the hill is his little grocery store. 100 yards from the house to the grocery store. Got that movie magic, bro.
See, somebody agrees with me here, bro. They said an Airbnb is brilliant. Imagine what you could charge during the Christmas season. One night at the Christmas Story house, bro. I do, $2,000. You want to do Christmas morning? $4,000.
There's people that'll pay it. That's the beauty. That's
100% they would.
Yeah, like the guy who owns it doesn't have like a price yet, but he said whatever somebody offers me, and he thinks it's the right. He's just throwing it out there.
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I
he's
think
smart. He's not putting a price on it. He's just like, yo, let's see what the offers look like.
that shit, especially he dropped it at the right time where the sequel's just dropping.
Yeah,
The movie, so it's it's kind of the it's the Christmas season.
It was like 2 weeks ago is when he said this.
I mean, that's smart, bro. That's crazy. That shit's probably gonna go. I don't know. 2 million?
Nah, it'll double. It'll at least double or triple of whatever the regular housing market value is there. Because Joey said it wasn't in a great neighborhood.
Yeah,
But it don't
still.
matter. Prices are still going up.
I'm saying, I don't know. I'm thinking 2. I'm thinking a good 2 million, bro.
Nah, it'll probably go. I mean, with the lot, the parking lot, and the gift shop across the street, it could go between 5 to a mil.
Oh, that's not too bad. 500 grand. I mean, I would look into it for 500 grand.
It's not the greatest neighborhood, but it's not the worst.
I would look into it for 500 grand.
Different.
You know? Because then I could just rent that shit out.
But you got to think of how much acreage costs these days and how much property you're getting too.
I saw that the Christmas movies are already starting. The Thanksgiving's tomorrow. And you already hear the Christmas music and the movies, the previews. Of course, I got to see Elf. You know, I'm probably going to watch Elf tonight.
So hold on.
Christmas season started November 1st.
See, I don't mind the Christmas movies. Like, they had Christmas Vacation on the other day. I'm like, hell yeah, I'm watching it. But I have an issue with people putting their Christmas trees up before Thanksgiving.
You got to wait till after Thanksgiving, bro.
Agree with Joey.
Celebrate Thanksgiving. Don't forget that holiday. It's, you got to be thankful. It's a time to spend with the family. And then you go Christmas shopping. Then you go Black Friday. I thank everyone for joining us tonight. There's quite a bit that's happened. Last Saturday we had Full Gear, or this past Saturday. We just got done watching Dynamite tonight. And Thanksgiving is tomorrow. So there's a lot going on. But once again, I am wearing the scarf. And you know what? I was excited to see MJF tonight. I really was. And man, they knew it was Chicago. They're like, fuck y'all. He ain't going to be here tonight. He's on a movie set. So go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. MJF will be here next week.
See, when you were like, no MJF, I was like,
yeah, dude. Listen, I got upset right away. I was like, fuck, dude. I was looking forward to it, but then I'm like, you know what? To get the crowd pissed off in Chicago, it's kind of smart.
But it's a good heelish. It's MJF.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm the champion. I'll show up whenever I feel like it.
I'm on the set of a film. What the boys are not doing right now. You all are wrestling. I'm here getting pampered on the set of a movie.
Kind of like his scrum after.
Here we go. Here comes. Here we go.
Exactly. If anyone was paying attention at the scrum, he said, I'm off to go to my movie set right afterwards.
No, but I thought that was going to happen, but I didn't think he would skip Dynamite. You know what I'm saying?
I'm champion. I don't have to be there every week.
The follow-up Dynamite to Full Gear.
I don't have to be there every week.
I'm going to be honest with you, Jones. I'm going to be honest with the people watching. I was not a fan of tonight. I think it was great. For being a follow-up show for a pay-per-view, I didn't think it was good. I thought it was all right.
Yeah, they didn't put much into it.
I was like,
it's the day before a major holiday.
That doesn't matter, Jones. It is the follow-up Dynamite to everything that has just happened at your last pay-per-view.
So you didn't like any match tonight? Or any segment or anything?
It was
it's not that I didn't like it. It's not that I was like, oh, this sucks. I just didn't think it was great. I expected more. I expected better for being a follow-up to a pay-per-view.
Let's see. They had a number one contenders match.
Trios match.
What?
Britt Baker.
I could watch that trios match. Like
I'm not a fan of the trios.
I wish we still smelled what The Rock was cooking. I miss The Rock.
I could watch Lucha Bros and Young Bucks in a tag match.
And I'm not a Lucha brother. I mean, I'm not a Young Bucks guy. I can watch that match.
Absolutely. Hell yeah. You get a hell yeah.
What up, Shotgun? That's my boy, Shotgun.
I'll tell you right now. Is that Shotgun? All right. Shotgun_surgeon on Twitch.
Best streamer in the game.
Check him out.
His Twitch.
He looks like somebody from we know.
I'll tell you. Listen, I was talking to my buddy here, Matt Panetta. And the more I watch AEW and the more... Listen, man. I even tweeted this out on the verified Twitter account of Pounding the Meat podcast. You can follow us.
By the way, props to the verified.
Yep. You can follow us on Pounding the Meat. I tweeted this. I said, listen, for some reason, I feel like CM Punk is coming back, bro. I feel like CM Punk is coming back.
That's a lot to come back from, though, bro.
But I'll tell you why.
I'll tell you why.
Go ahead, Joey. Go ahead. I'll be right back. You guys keep going. I'll be right back.
There was a reason tonight when Kenny Omega did the GTS. Mm-hmm. That's why. Okay, you need those two.
I agree. It's just from just like I'm a very casual observer of AEW, so it's not like I'm not fully entrenched in it. And it just from an optic standpoint, it's so much to fucking come back from. Is it out of the realm of possibilities? Absolutely not. But it's a lot to come back from.
I'm going to say something I always say. The breadcrumbs are there. People just aren't picking them up. Mm-hmm. This whole thing with MJF has been saying is an old CM Punk promo. It's also from The Usual Suspects. The greatest trick the devil ever proved was convincing the world he didn't exist. So right now, they're trying to say CM Punk does not exist.
I mean, I would love for it to happen because ultimately, like, all right, let's say this time allows, like, you know, time heals a little bit of wounds and you can smooth over everything that happened backstage. Because I would still love a CM Punk MJF run. You know, that
at this point, I don't even think there are any wounds to heal.
No, it could be a work shoot. It's probably a work shoot. Yeah. It's what it basically is.
There's no footage. Nobody can talk about it.
And also, if you look at MJF Scrum, he said some CM Punk quotes from when Punk dropped the pipe bomb. The people want a MJF Punk feud. I think it's going to be a Punk MJF faction.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Panetta says leading up to Omega versus Punk and a slow burn leading up to heel Punk versus face MJF. Listen, they're still selling merchandise for CM Punk. If you're Tony Khan and you want MJF completely, or not MJF, excuse me, you want CM Punk completely forgotten about, right? I mean, ever since that scrum, they have been dead silent on anything CM Punk, right? It seemed like they wanted him forgotten. Why the fuck are you still promoting, not even just selling, but promoting CM Punk merch?
I agree, because the MJF, they took his merch off the site.
You know what I'm saying? The fact that you're still promoting, not just selling, but like I said, promoting CM Punk merch. It makes me think, you know what, bro? They don't want to let this motherfucker
Apology,
go.
Basso.
They don't want to let this motherfucker go, bro. What the fuck was that? Oh my goodness.
Is that who? Oh, is that Mr. Basso?
Hold on.
Pass that motherfucker in. It just got happy in here.
It's thanks. Can you hear that? Can you hear the ringing?
Yep.
You can?
It just got happy in here, bro.
It's muted. Hold on. Let me see. Paul?
Hello?
Paul?
This is Paul.
What are you doing, Paul?
I'm waiting for you. I think we're hanging out tonight.
You thought we were
I'm all dressed up in yeah. So I turned around and went home because I didn't hear from you. And then you called me like twice. I'm like, oh, now he calls me. So where are you exactly?
I'm on.
Where in Florida are you?
I am live right now on a show, Paul, and you're live.
Shut up.
Yeah.
I'm on 75. I'm in Naples. And really?
Yeah, no, you're live right now, bro. Paul, listen.
I'm not live. Am I live, bro?
At 100%, you are live right now. Everyone say hi to Paul Basso.
What up, Paul? Where's your next review, bro?
No way. Are you kidding me right now?
Yeah.
Am I live? Oh, yeah. I hear clapping.
You're live right now.
Is Ethan Thompson on there too?
Ethan is.
baby.
Oh.
Ethan is on here. Jones is on here, and Joey's on here.
Got the camera ready, queued up. When's
All
the
right.
next
Like
live?
shaking.
Paul, don't stop shaking. Paul, listen.
Okay.
I have one question for you.
Yeah.
Being that you are one of the gay friends of Pounding the Meat.
Oh, okay. I'm gay. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go with that.
What do you do?
Paper pay?
What do you do for Thanksgiving? What is a special tradition that you do for Thanksgiving?
Shit. What do? I stare at my belts. I watch Survivor Series.
Okay.
I watch 88 actually. Yeah, 88. I watched
Survivor Series
no, 89.
88?
Sorry, 89. 89. King's Court versus 4x4s. Yeah, 89. I watch. That's a good one.
All right, that's a good one. I agree.
Now we're talking.
Yeah. 87 is kind of confusing because I don't understand why Demolition and Powers of Pain. That was weird how they turned base. I don't understand that one, but anyway. Yeah. So watch Survivor Series up until probably 92, and then I'll stop watching it, and then watch the Gobbledygooker. Let me know Gobbledygooker. He missed his call. I mean, we had something there, but the Gobbledygooker.
Paul missed
watch him dance a little bit.
This morning.
Paul, do you think the Gobbledygooker could have been something?
Don't sell it short. Think about it. He had something going on. There was a lot of potential with the Gobbledygooker. The Gobbledygooker. I was just saying Gobbledygooker. Fuck Gobbledygooker.
Jones, hold on, relax, Paul. It's okay.
Yeah.
Jones, do you agree with him? Did the Gobbledygooker have a lot of potential?
Potential for
He had legs like me and Gene's mother-in-law.
Potential for what, Paul? What are you talking about? Potential.
He could have been like ice. He could have been IC champion. Start him off slow. Could have held the title.
Paul, are you drinking right now? Are you drinking?
He could have won a couple. He could have won a couple of King of the Rings.
Are you snorting cocaine right now?
No. Well, no. Right? Can you see me though? No, you can't see me. I mean, the crown can't fit on his head, but I mean, give him some time. Look at Brooklyn Brawler, Doink, Bastion Booger. Gobbledygooker.
He said the name Doink. There it is.
Doink,
Dink, Doink. I love Doink.
I love it.
One of my favorite wrestlers.
Love it.
Doink's awesome. That's brain psychology.
The fact that you said that the Gobbledygooker could have been something.
What's going to hatch out of the egg? We didn't know what was going to hatch. No one knew.
Paul, we have comments here. We just want one tradition, love. What is one tradition that you have every Thanksgiving, my friend?
The one tradition. One tradition. We play cards. We play cards after dinner.
What do you guys play? Like spades, hearts?
Come on, cards. Like blackjack or like poker. Vinny, come on, Italian.
Strip poker, right?
No, shrimp poker.
No.
A little kaluki here and there, a little kaluki.
All right, so you play cards. That's your Thanksgiving thing.
Cards.
And what's your favorite Thanksgiving dish, Paul?
Wow, fucking probably there are some. Probably the what do you call it? The sweet potato souffle. Yeah, with the marshmallows on top. Marshmallows.
Okay, King, chill the fuck out. I'm proud.
Yeah, just skim the marshmallows. Let's skim the marshmallows. So I'll get some of the yellow. Hey, let me get some of the yellow, Clark. Let me get some of the yellow. Yeah.
Go Chimpy on me.
Yeah.
So a gay Thanksgiving is the same as a straight Thanksgiving. There's no difference.
I'm not gay, but gay. All right, $20 is $20. All right. We're still going the gay thing. All right.
Paul, we love you.
Hey,
we love you.
I love you too.
All right, and I will call you soon, my friend. Be safe. Happy Thanksgiving.
Really?
Yeah,
okay,
really.
You too.
I'll call
Thanksgiving, Paul.
All right.
I'll call you.
All to you too. You got
brother.
it.
Be safe, my friend.
All right.
Take it easy.
You too. Thank you.
Bye,
guys.
Fucking Paul. That's Paul Basso.
He literally is the best gay in the hobby.
I'll tell you right now, that motherfucker, it sounds like his mind goes a mile a minute. I can't keep up with him. The gobbledygooker should have been the Intercontinental Champion.
Jones's face, though, when he said the gobbledygooker should have been IC champion, looked like he was getting his first prostate exam.
Yeah, Paul makes coffee nervous. I love. I'm not high enough. I don't understand one thing he said. Paul, listen, when you ask people, what is your Thanksgiving tradition? We play cards. Really? That's it. That's what you look forward to once a year.
That's a great Thanksgiving tradition because around my house it ends with the police report. So I can appreciate just playing cards.
Fucking Paul. Justin says, I believe CM Punk will return, align himself with FTR. Interesting. And cost the Elite the best of 7. So Justin's saying he's coming within the next 7 weeks. I don't think I agree with this, Justin, but hey,
he's right on one accord. Someone is going to cost the Elite the best of 7 series.
Okay.
It's not CM Punk.
Nope.
I'm going to make another phone call, gentlemen. Now, if you remember last year, we had, for the Christmas special, we had a gentleman called Santa Claus. And what we did was we took phone calls for Mr. Santa Claus. And you told him what you wanted for Christmas, and he would tell you if you were a good boy or a good girl or whatever. And he would tell you, listen, I'll award you with the gift that you ask if you're good. I'm going to call him and see if he's coming back this year. So let me give him a call. This is, we're calling. Can you hear the ring? Mm-hmm. All right.
Hello.
Is this Santa Claus?
What?
Is this Santa Claus? Hello?
Vincent.
Yes.
Jeez, baby, what's up?
Jay, we're live. This is your Santa Claus.
Hi, Santa Claus. How are you this year? I haven't spoken to you since last year.
Jay, we are live.
Clowns, bro. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. What?
Wow.
Is going, what the hell is going on?
Listen. People. Santa Claus has been dipping in the eggnog a little early.
Santa Claus, are you going? Listen, all we want to know is, are you going to make an appearance this December?
Bro, it's 10:30 on Wednesday before. What are you doing? Are you actually? Yes. Ho, ho, ho. Yes, children, if you give me a call, of course, Santa is going to show up and, what the fuck? Jesus, how did...
So you'll be here. You'll be here for our Christmas season, Mr. Santa Claus.
Sure. Ho, of course, little guy.
Santa Claus.
Let's give an applause for Santa Claus.
Never forget the kids.
I have a message for Santa Claus. Can I get a blue check mark for Christmas?
People are wanting blue check marks this year, Santa Claus.
I got a message for Santa Claus. Why don't you tomorrow wake up, go enjoy some food, and then Friday go to Cracker Barrel, have yourself some hash brown casserole, and have a good weekend.
Look at that. Santa.
I leave for 3 months, and they've made a mockery of the brand. Okay. All right. Yeah. So, ho. Oh, sure. I'll talk to you guys and see if we can schedule something out, boys and girls. Remember, stay salty out there and stay toxic, King.
Thank you, Santa. We miss you and we love you. We can't wait till December 25th. Thank you, my brother. Santa Claus.
That eggnog hitting hard, bro.
For all of you who think it's Jay, you're fucking wrong.
Who?
Exactly.
What the fuck did I sign up for?
So
you signed up to be king, Jones.
Jones, what did you think of AEW's Full Gear? What'd you think of it as a whole? We watched it together. We watched the pay-per-view together.
There was one slow spot for me. It was
one
no fault. It was no fault of their own.
Okay.
It was the placement.
Okay.
You started off hot with the cage match.
Right.
You followed that with the trios match. Anybody following that was doomed. You couldn't have put anything beyond that.
I agree.
So Nyla and Jade were screwed in that spot.
I remember texting you during that match, and I was like,
that was bad placement.
It was bad placement.
That's when you put a promo on a pay-per-view.
That match, because we knew that match was going to need all the energy it could get, right? Jade is still. Would you consider her green?
She's still green. She's just not dark green. She's a lighter shade of green.
She's AEW China.
She's moving.
It's what I expected in that match. It's power for power.
It was for what it was worth. That was Jade's best match as champion.
Got you. Do you think she's getting better? Do you think she's getting better?
Yeah, but they're running out of people to throw at her. So at this point, it's almost. Are we going to use like local talent jobber here, or are you going to? You're going to have to push her into the world title picture,
or you're going to wait for Chris Statlander to come back.
Who knows when that's going to be though?
Man, I miss her. That's a beautiful alien. I'll tell you that right now.
Because we saw tonight who our next opponent will probably be.
Yeah,
Kira Hogan.
But
they fought already.
What'd you think of the main event? What'd you think? Did you enjoy it?
Yes, I did actually, because that was the main purpose of me wanting to see the show in the first place.
What's crazy is Joey called the Regal interference a few weeks ago. Did you see that happening as well?
I've been calling for a Punk, Regal, and MJF faction for a while.
I don't know about all that. Damn, bro, chill.
The writing's on the wall. You're repeating the same exact lines over and over again, verbatim, of a man you're trying to erase, quote unquote.
Okay, makes sense. Joey, what'd you think of Full Gear? What was your overall? You know what, Jones? Before we move on to Joey, 1 to 10. 1 being the worst, 10 being the best. What'd you give Full Gear 2022?
I'll give it a solid 8.
Solid 8. Wow. Okay. Solid 8. That's actually a really good review. That's good. Joey, 1 to 10, AEW Full Gear.
Give it a... Damn. I want to say 8.
Solid 8 from you too.
But it's like 7.5, 8.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. What were the highlights of the pay-per-view for you?
So last time, at the last pay-per-view, when we went live after it,
yeah,
one of my biggest gripes and a lot of ours was the match placement. I thought this one, had perfect match placement. I thought opening with a cage was amazing.
Did you like that?
Yeah, I did. The spots especially. There is some people that don't like the Paige and Britt Baker match. I mean, you gotta expect. I mean, Paige hasn't wrestled in a few years, but I mean, you saw in that match she was hesitant to do some moves.
She was very gun-shy.
But when she took, what was it? Was it a DDT or something out on the outside?
Yeah, it looked like, yeah.
Yeah, when she got up, I'm like, okay, that's normal. But when she did the crossbody on the outside of Britt, it's like she was going so slow, catch me and don't hurt me.
You could tell she was nervous, and that's expected. I mean, it's 5 years? How long has it been? 5 years?
It's been 3 to 4
since she was Paige.
Now, one thing I thought was very interesting was them closing the show on back-to-back-to-back title matches.
Tag team, yeah.
I mean, you got the women's, the tag, and then the main event.
That was interesting. Yeah.
But all 3 of those matches were really good. I thought Jamie Hayter and Toni Storm was the match of the night easily.
Wow.
Easily.
No argument.
They put on a near fall after near fall. The crowd was into it. They were cheering Jamie.
The crowd was into Hayter.
Yeah, and they were booing Toni Storm.
Yep.
And with the Acclaimed and Swerve in Our Glory, I mean, we knew that was going to be a good match, just like the last pay-per-view. I mean, come on. Yeah. How can you not do that? Now, the main event, it's what I expected. MJF.
You called it.
I did say Regal. was going to turn. I mean, the writing, like Jones said, the writing was on the wall. You just have to. They dropped breadcrumbs. Like even when MJF and Regal were going over that promo on Dynamite, and MJF's talking about like
the email and shit.
Signed. Yeah, I mean, it just all made sense. And then when MJF won, it was a solid pay-per-view, like I said.
So you give it an 8. You give it an 8. A solid 8. All right, so that's an 8 from Jones.
The bad placement, and like I said, it was just fine for me.
Let me see what Justin gives a 6 out of 10. You know what? And my review is not far off from Justin's. Panetta says, in my opinion, the pay-per-view didn't really drag much at all, given the duration of the show. I also give it an 8. That's an 8 from Canada. From Canada.
Now, I will say this. There was one issue I did have with the show.
Okay, what's the issue?
Sting does not sell.
Bro, Sting needs to chill the fuck out, bro. Sting, this man, what's he, 62, 63?
But he should not be doing moves at his
He
age.
needs to chill, bro. Jumping off the fuck. He needs to chill with the jumping shit. For real, bro. I get nervous because what happened to him in WWE?
Oh, it was the buckle bomb.
Yeah. Fucked his neck up, right? Fuck, man. Let's see. Justin says Jim Cornette said the same. I'm guessing he means the same thing. Hater and Storm was the match of the night, and that's from Mr. I Hate AEW. Jim Cornette.
No, he hates Twinkle Toes and the Hartley Boys.
And Pockets.
Yeah, and Pockets. I hate Pockets too, though.
Yeah, I can't stand Pockets.
Ethan, would you give the pay-per-view from a 1 to a 10? Would you give it? Now, I know you're not as big of a fan as Jones and Joey, but let's just say from a general fan's perspective.
Did you watch it?
I did watch it. Well,
you did watch?
Yes. Yeah, about 8.
1 to 10. 1 to 10.
Here's the thing with AEW to me, it kind of gives me that WCW vibe because when I was 100%. When I was growing up, I was the devoted WWF. That was my shit. WCW always felt like it was cool, but like it didn't have my heart. AEW
I would jump into it here and there.
Yeah,
there was a commercial break for me. WCW. Yeah.
That's what it was. So for me, it's AEW could be the greatest card in the world, and I'm still gonna think it's a 6.
Yeah. Wow, 6.
I'm sorry. WWF is not touching WCW 96 and 97. Not
at all. Joey, really?
Not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
Loyalty.
No, it ain't. Joey. It's not at all.
Listen,
I'm a WWE fan.
I know.
I was a fan of both of them.
Listen, I kind of get where Ethan's going. I kind of get what Joey's saying. Joey, listen, you're a wrestling fan. You're a pro wrestling fan.
Yeah. I'm more of the...
I was a WWF guy.
Never been in the business, so I can't do none of that bit. I'm more of the casual observer. Like I want to be I want you to pull me in.
Yeah.
You Joey's in, right? Joey's in. I need you to pull me in.
So you have hold on. I got pulled in. Thank you, Panetta. I got pulled in as like a little kid, like drawn to it. I stayed, like they kept me in. But
see, I missed a big gap. So I got drawn in. I got drawn in 88. I started watching wrestling in 88.
88. Okay.
WWF. Yeah, WWF.
All right.
We didn't have territories and stuff like that, so it was WWF.
Yeah, it was WWF.
Or WCW. I stopped watching wrestling in about 2003, 2004.
Yeah.
Didn't start back up again until about 2018, 2019.
Oh. See, I started earlier. I started when the network dropped. 2014, if I'm not mistaken. I think the network dropped 2014. I think it did. Hold on, let me double check it.
But what I'm saying,
it was kids in work, so I didn't have the time, I didn't have the desire. Yeah. So now I'm still more loyal.
2014.
I get more enjoyment. I get more sad. I can go back and watch. Went back on Peacock and started watching Raws when they first came out, just going in order.
You do a little Raw marathon, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like doing that too.
I get more enjoyment out of that than the next new thing that's going to happen on AEW. I don't know why. I wish it was different.
It is what it is.
I love the Acclaim.
Oh, they're
I
great,
love
bro.
MJF.
Everyone, let's scissor ourselves. Come on, let's scissor ourselves.
For me,
Thank
I
you.
like that alternative because when you had WWE and you had
Mm-hmm.
WCW, everybody was flipping back and forth between Raw and Nitro every week.
We're talking 97, 98.
No,
now.
no. I'm talking like 96 when the NWO.
So I'm going to be a little
96,
controversial.
okay.
I'm going to be a little controversial in this. They flip back and forth because they just were watching a train wreck.
No, they weren't. How was WCW a train wreck?
This is my opinion. Just back in the day, I'm watching WWF. What you got, Jones?
All right, Ethan, finish yours, and then we'll let them respond. Go ahead. What was your feeling 96, 97?
But WWF could do no wrong to me. It just couldn't.
Yeah, you were just a loyal diehard.
I was the loyal. They just ingrained in my DNA. It's just what I was. And watching WCW was always kind of like watching AEW. It's the prisoners are running the asylum. It didn't look as organized. It didn't feel.
But hold on. But how
way
would
I
you
wanted
know
to
that
feel.
if you didn't watch WCW?
I did watch WCW. I said I watched WCW.
No,
I
you
flipped
didn't.
back
You
and
just
forth.
said you never.
But he would pop in. He would pop in
I
and
would
check
pop
it
in.
out,
I would
and it just
watch-
never grabbed you.
So you would just like pop in for like 2 minutes and then pop back out.
Because I did the same thing.
When it came commercial, I'd go back.
I did the same
That
thing.
was it.
That was me.
WWF was my DNA.
Jones, you wanted the timeout. Jones, what happened? Talk to me, King. King!
Here's my thing.
Go ahead, baby. Talk.
I'm also team purist. So therefore,
What is Team Purist? Explain that to me. What is Team Purist?
wrestling.
Just wrestling, like Joe. Okay.
The era you guys are referring to was the worst era for professional wrestling as far as the WWF was concerned.
Okay. I got you. Go ahead.
It was pure sports entertainment. There wasn't the matches weren't good. You were just entertained.
Right.
WCW, I got my fix of wrestling.
So I'm not an encyclopedia of wrestling. Like I can tell you a lot about belts, but when it comes to wrestling, I'm not the encyclopedia Joey is. I'll never claim to be.
That's Joey and Jones.
I did get a lot of enjoyment watching WCW pre-Sting turn into the Crow. When he was Colorful Sting and those guys, loved watching it.
Interesting.
Great American Bash, Bash at the Beat, all that stuff. I really liked watching that. But when they started trying to go head to head with WWE or WWF, that's when I kind of like my battle line was drawn. And as a kid, I'm like a 13.
It's loyalty, bro. It's loyalty.
It's loyalty.
Yeah.
Right there. That's what I'm doing.
I'll be honest with you. I was hardcore, like Ethan. I was hardcore WWF. My best friends. I remember growing up with this guy named Mike. He was hardcore WCW, and he would always be like, Vinny, you gotta watch WCW. Just give it a chance. It's actually better than WWF. I said, go fuck yourself. Nothing is better than WWF, right? Nothing. I'm sitting there with the Hasbros in my hand, jerking off with these action figures. Nothing's better. He's like, just give it a shot. Give it a shot. I'll tell you something right now. I did have a little bit of a string of WCW when Hogan came in.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they did. Was it Mall of America? Was it the first
That was
Nitro?
the first Nitro, 95.
I watched a little bit, Lex Luger. Then I drifted from it, right? I was like, it's okay. Then the NWO happened. And bro, it was tough for me, bro. On Monday nights, it was very hard for me to leave WWF and watch WCW, but I would absolutely do it 100% on the commercial breaks. 100%. I would go to WCW just to see what was happening. But sometimes WCW would grab me and I'd get stuck there and not switch back to WWF. And I felt bad. I felt guilty, bro.
I felt very disingenuous. Like
I felt
what
guilty.
I loved.
But that's just what a loyal fan is, like a hardcore fan. I'm not saying you're not loyal,
like
but a hardcore fan.
Old school Luger, Steiner Brothers, all those people, I really love the WCW. Really like those guys. They were fantastic people, fantastic matches, everything like that. But again, my 13-year-old brain, my 13-year-old brain wouldn't let me not be a loyalist. I would take gobbledygooker over some shit.
Free new WCW. It's funny. I was looking at that logo, and I was going to post it on the show tonight and be like, "What the fuck is this?" I remember when that logo dropped. Was that like 99 or 2000?
It was the logo that opened up Nitro when the entrance came out.
Yeah, it was like the spaceship logo, right?
Yeah.
You can't even tell what that shit is,
but
from far away.
So you can say how bad WCW was at the end of their timeline.
Go ahead, yeah.
No. I'm not saying that it was bad, but I'm just saying it didn't have my loyalty.
No, I'm saying,
you know what I mean?
I'm saying like when they were like bad in like 99, 2000.
Oh yeah.
They were
dark.
still pulling over 3 million like viewers.
That's crazy.
But
we don't talk about.
But like I said, like in 96 and 97, WWE was not touching WCW, not one bit in the ratings, or with with what they were putting out with the NWO. You had to tune in every week to see what they were doing. They was reality based. Now the tide turned in 98 in March and April.
Yeah,
but they were going back and forth.
So I'm not. So here, let me explain this a little bit, maybe a little bit simpler. I'm not good with dates.
Mm-hmm.
I'm terrible with like this happened. I tell you, seen the match. I've seen the match. I can tell you what happened in the match. Couldn't tell you the fucking day, year, the month, or the fucking week it happened in. Just couldn't tell you. Wrestling was an escape for me.
Mm-hmm.
It was an escape from, real issues. Escape from, family issues. It was that. So for me, it was just that engulfed. But watching WCW, I did watch WCW. I just didn't. The loyalty was never there. If you put a gun to my head 100 times out of 100 times, it's going to be WWF.
Just no questions. One point I changed. I stopped. I saw the writing on the wall. WCW was going down. At the time, I was that smart, Mark. I didn't know WWE was WWF was taped at the time, so some Raws were pre-recorded. When Tony Schiavone went on the air and said, or was it Bischoff? I believe it was Schiavone.
No, Schiavone.
Schiavone, I think, yeah.
He said Mick Foley, who couldn't make it past the mid-card here, just won the championship. When he said that, I was like, huh?
Now,
so I changed the channel.
I had no problem with Bischoff doing it like on the first few Nitros given away at WWF.
Yeah.
Because it was taped. But you have to think about from our childhood, you had to be at home because we didn't have DVR Monday night. Because you missed something, you go to school the next day,
you're just going to hear about
you're lost.
So during this time frame when they were pre-taping, first of all, I didn't know that was happening. Right? I had no idea that shows were pre-taped some weeks or whatever.
Every show was live.
And I never watched WCW Hardcore, so I didn't know that they were releasing results. As I got older and watched the documentaries and went, and read some history, I could not believe that was even happening, but I thought it was genius. It was brilliant.
What about Rick Rude showing up on both of them?
Yeah.
Same night?
Yes, it was right after the
Montreal Screwjob.
The Montreal Screwjob, yes.
You know what's crazy about that is people think like, oh, Rick Rude, he showed up on WCW and WWF same night. But the crazy thing is he was a part of 3 companies that same week because he showed up on ECW on the weekend.
I didn't know that.
Again, the way my 13-year-old brain operated, when Rick Rude showed up on the same night, he did what Deion Sanders did. He took a helicopter from the Falcon Stadium to the Brave Stadium and fucking played a doubleheader. That's what's going on in my brain. Because again,
but like he had a mustache just on Raw.
Bro, it was crazy. I'm like, it's fake. It's fake.
That's the thing. It's just makeup and fake, whatever. I'm not putting two together because, like I said, I'm a 13-year-old looking for an escape. When you're looking for an escape rather than watching something, I think you view it differently.
Here's a question. When did you guys officially find out? I don't like to say the word fake. All right. I know it's like
fake, it's scripted.
When did you find out it was scripted? Do you remember the time that you legitimately found out? It's like finding out when Santa Claus isn't real, right? When did you find out that wrestling was scripted? Do you remember that time?
I do, but it's a bad story.
I'll
I'll PG it.
Okay.
So my dad was not a wrestling fan growing up. It was. Yeah, why are you watching?
How old were you?
I was probably at this time when I got this talk was probably about 13, about that time. 14.
So 13. Okay, you're a teenager.
12 to 14, somewhere in there.
All right.
He wasn't a fan of wrestling, so it was, why watch a grown man run around in their underwear? That was first thing. And second thing, him and my brother, that shit's fake anyways. That shit's fake. They're not really hitting.
Did you believe it?
No.
No. So you didn't believe it.
I didn't believe it, but then you start kind of paying attention harder.
Yeah. You're like, I'm not going to pretend that they're right.
Yeah.
So that you're like early teens. Joey, yeah. When did you find out, bro?
Here, a lot of people may remember this. There was like a little TV show called The Secrets of Professional Wrestling. And it was on WBNX or like Channel 8.
What up, Brock?
And it was like 30 minutes where this guy's like, oh, this is how they do this. And like they would show like that it was scripted. I'm like, hold on, what the frick? Like, and that's when I realized.
Jones, I'm going to say you knew at birth.
Right? The early 90s I knew because, like I said, I got the insider track early. It just so happened, like, I was at a flea market with my mom looking for wrestling figures, and the guy was like, oh, you like wrestling? Did you subscribe to this newsletter? I was like, newsletter? What are you talking about? He told me about it. My mom got me a subscription, and then I was like, oh.
Bro, did it break you, bro?
It was the PW Torch, Wade Keller and them, so it was just like, oh.
Did it break you? Did it break your heart?
It's not that it breaks my heart. It's like watching a movie. You know the characters are scripted, so it's like you relate to the characters no matter what. It's just like okay,
yeah.
But
then I started looking at all other sports to see if they were fake. Though at that point, that's why I became a conspiracy theory.
Football, football's fake.
Boxing, I automatically thought it because Tyson was winning like that.
Yeah, I mean it's a possibility.
But some people look for things to find like information. Like I'm sure Joey and Jones were always looking for things to find information. I'm one of those people like I'm fucking 41 years old now, and I don't go on the dirt sheets or none of that.
You suspend reality, bro. You're still suspending reality,
bro. I found out 5 years ago there was somebody named Dave Meltzer and what he did.
I did that when I was 10 years old. So in our local newspaper, you know how you used to be able to call numbers? They had like in the sports page, you would call a number. And they had like pro wrestling, you can click like 2 for pro wrestling, 1 for NFL, whatever. You'd click it. And I remember I found this out from my brother because it was like, SmackDown's going to come on. And I didn't know it was taped.
Yeah, he's like, I didn't know that either.
And he goes, yo, I bet you Austin shows up and does all this shit. And so then when I'm watching the show, I'm like, yo, how'd you know? And then he showed me the number in the paper. Wow. And you can call and they would tell you the spoilers.
Yep, never once ever called one of those or even looked it up or even knew they existed until you just said something right now.
Vaughn says, I found out it was fake when I got the internet fucked everything up, bro. The internet, I love the internet. We can't live without the internet now. But the internet fucked a lot of things up. It really did. What's crazy too?
I think DVR did too as well.
I was thinking about this the other day. And with pro wrestling, like with anything, everyone is entitled to their own opinion, right? You have your opinion on things. Everyone is different. Everyone is built different. Everyone likes different things. And sometimes I hear people say like, your opinion isn't valid unless you've done it, right? Unless you've been a part of it.
You're in the business.
And so what is the point? Like, say you go to Rotten Tomatoes, like movies, right? They have a critic score and then they have the audience score. Mm-hmm. Do you know that it is more important now for a movie, a film company to have a higher audience score than it is for a critic score? Because times are changing and everything is shifting. Right? Everyone's opinion is louder and has more of a reach. Before, the critics or the people in the business could control the narrative and control your opinions on things. Not anymore. Not anymore. So your opinion as an individual is just as important as a critic, honestly.
It's more important though, because there really aren't any critics that you really worry about anymore.
Who are you worried about? The people that are buying the tickets. The people that are buying the tickets, the people that are paying to go see your film, they are the most important. They're funding you.
That's always with this sport, that's always been my biggest nail on the chalkboard. Is like your opinion will get shut down in a half a second because somebody will be like, "Oh, you've never been in the business. You don't know what you're talking about. You've never reffed. You've never booked. You've never done it." That has nothing to do with that. That is ego. And that's pure and simple what it is I'm saying I'm better than you because I had an involvement in it in a local YMCA gym 25 years ago. So all of a sudden that makes me this expert. No,
and it's like movies too. What's the point of reviewing a movie? I have never been a part of a making of a film. Okay. But I can go sit down and I can watch the film and I can tell you from my opinion, based on my opinion, I thought the movie was good. I thought the movie was bad, and here's why. But that's just what I thought. It doesn't mean it's what you need to think or feel, but that's just when you ask me what I thought of it, that's what I thought of it. Everyone has different tastes.
Everybody's not going to like the same movie. Everybody's not going to like the same movie like you said with the audience score. Mm-hmm. Some people may be like, you know what, I like this. I don't like this movie. You go see it, be like, I actually like it. Everything caters to everybody. Like with wrestling, when people say like, "Oh, I was there, I was a promoter," it's like I see people that own like pizza shops or sub shops. My sub is better than that person. I know how to do that. Well, are you there? Are you the owner? Like, are you really like an owner if you're not there? It's basically like in the wrestling thing. Like, are you really doing that? Like, okay, I understand. You're a ref, blah blah. So does that opinion make you higher than mine?
Now listen, people that are involved in a business or the making of something, they may know more about the ins and outs or the X's and O's about putting on a show or creating a film. But just because you have that experience doesn't mean you know if it's good or bad.
Now,
you know what I mean?
One thing is, so like I can relate to some of those people because I'm in a profession and it's like, and I know a lot of in and outs.
You know the ins and outs of it.
Ins and outs. Yeah. So when somebody says something, I'm like, okay, you may think like if say like a reporter or a journalist writes stuff, I know what's real and what's not real.
Right.
Okay. Cause it's a major, you got to understand this, a major league and a major, like, what my league is, it's a basically, so like if you were in WCW, WWE, TNA, AEW, that's different. But if you're like on the indies or something like this, come on, I don't want to hear none of that racket. Right. It's like a freaking minor league,
There's a lot of independent promotions now. There's so many.
There's so many, and they're getting a lot of, like people. I think if you know how to promote and do it right, a lot of indie promotions have been around. Like we got one here in Cleveland. It's been around for like close to 30 years. Still
thriving. I mean, there's a lot of opportunity now, especially, that's one of the positive things with the internet. You have such a wide reach now and a broad reach to people with just a single post or a single retweet or whatever.
You didn't have like 30, 20.
You didn't have. Yeah, so there's a lot of opportunity now. Let me see. Panetta says, one of the best matches I got to see in my hometown of Ontario in November 2008, Bryan Danielson versus Tyler Black versus Kenny Omega.
So that's like what I'll say with social media. Social media helped a lot of like the indies wrestling and wrestling in general, but it also hurt them a lot.
Yeah.
I have seen that match.
Vorn says, I must say, after that, wrestling hasn't been the same. I was into everything since I started watching wrestling in 2013, like a fan from the 80s. There were times, I feel there are some people that I know that have watched it since the day they were into it, right? They've watched it for 20, 30 years. And for me, you know, I watched it mid 80s to, I would say late 2001. And I got out of it for a long time. You know, I was going through teenage stuff and college and all that jazz and trying to be cool and be with the cool crowd. And wrestling wasn't cool at a certain point in the 2000s. But then I got back into it. I remember when they announced the WWE Network. Mm-hmm. Because at that point, the only time you could watch older events was Coliseum Home Video, DVDs. That's it. There was no way to really see the old stuff or have access to the old stuff. So the WWE Network really made me want to, you know, jump into that nostalgia factor, man. And man, the network, when I could not believe that I could actually choose a year and see all the pay-per-views and events from that year.
See,
that was the best thing WWE has ever done, in my opinion. And it got me back. It got me back to watching it.
I unintentionally bumped back into it. I just wasn't even trying to get back into it. I was just looking to try to find one of these belts. And I remember I went to Dave Milliken's website in 2018, and I'm like, man, this website hasn't been updated in a long time.
Yeah, it looks like an old AOL website, bro.
Yeah. So I'm like, let me see if I can find some information out. And then I bumped into like these groups, and the rest is fucking rock
history.
and roll. Fucking
get you right back in, bro.
See, I was lucky because I had a cheap box. So from 93 all the way to 98, 99, I recorded every pay-per-view I watched.
VHS, bro. Shout out to the fucking VHS collection.
Did you ever have to chew up a little piece of paper and stick it in the corner of the VHS tape?
Yeah,
that had
bro.
a little square. There's a little square tab that was broken.
That's a recording lock.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
So you know, we would get movies from Blockbuster that weren't procured in a legal manner, and then have that blocked. So you'd have to chew up a piece of paper,
and put it in,
stick it in there, and let it dry, so you can record over it.
VHS tapes had these little like mechanisms on the side.
A little tab you could pull off. This one,
little tab, right?
It was on cassette tape too.
Yeah, a little tab to be able to record over it or not record at all.
My biggest concern watching the wrestling pay-per-views is I wouldn't switch the time from 120 minutes to 4 hours.
Oh my god, the quality, bro! Remember that shit, bro? You go to 6 hours, 8 hours.
See, I guess this is where I was spoiled. Seeing that I live in Philly, I was heavy into the tape trading community. So I had the tapes from Japan, all the local indie promotions. I got to meet the indie wrestlers. So I was in before it was to be in.
That's crazy. I didn't even know there was a tape trading community.
Yes. I didn't know there was indies until like 2018.
That's crazy.
Technically, ECW was an indie.
Technically, yeah, sure. Then they kind of grew into
the farm system for WWE.
Yeah.
WWF, I'm sorry.
That's crazy. They had a tape trading community, Jones. That's like the physical Napster, bro.
Like I don't know if you guys are familiar with RF Video.
Yes.
Like there was a stand in the Franklin Mills Mall where you could go buy videos.
Wow. Bootlegs?
No, they were like official. They were like
like official. Okay.
Well, not official, but they were recorded like best of Owen Hart from Japan, best of Chris Benoit in Japan. I don't like mentioning them, but at the time, that's what I was doing because he was still. I didn't know. Yeah, that was before you can get the best of the Steiners of Japan.
Back in
Road Warriors.
Back in 06, when I got my the Figs WCW US belt from High Spots, they had DVDs of wrestling, like all these.
Now, were they customs or were they officials, or were they like? Because Coliseum was the official
customs.
Yeah.
Because I remember it was Coliseum Home Video, and then it became WWF Home Video.
You know what's crazy? Like if you watch, every year before the Rumble, I watch all the Rumble matches. All right, every year I start from 88, and go all the way, until. Don't worry, when I get to 2015, I'm going to need like 10 shots before I watch that. But I remember when I used to rent 92 Rumble, like you would hear Alfred Hayes be like, "This is a Coliseum exclusive, Ric Flair."
Yeah.
Everybody wants to know what number did you pick,
Lord Alfred Hayes, bro.
But when you watch the network now, and I just got done with 92 Rumble the other day, it's on there.
They still have Lord Alfred Hayes on there?
Yeah. He goes, Ric
shit,
Flair, this
bro.
is a Coliseum exclusive.
Is he still alive?
No.
No, he's dead.
Let me ask you guys a quick question. I don't know if maybe I'm the only one that does this, but I don't know if it's just in my head. But anytime you hear like a new World Wrestling Federation champion, who do you hear a voice to it?
Finkel.
That's
Howard Finkel.
Howard Finkel's voice
All day, bro.
Anytime I hear it. Yep.
All day, bro. Drew says the network has allowed me to catch up on all the old pay-per-views and TV shows I wasn't able to watch live and to watch other promotions. Okay, so before we head out, I want to go over the Survivor Series. We have Survivor Series on Saturday.
Yeah.
This Saturday?
Yeah.
This Saturday.
Jesus.
Chacon agrees. The Fink. All day, bro. Nobody tops the Fink.
No, Monsoon and Heenan. I'm telling you.
Oh, no. We're talking just ring announcer.
Oh, yeah, Fink.
Ring announcer Fink all day.
I'll tell you this, man. I know WCW had Michael Buffer.
Yeah. I mean, but he was a star, bro. That dude was a
I
star.
hated him.
I know, Jones. I like Gary Michael Capetta.
No. I just got beef with Michael Buffer. That's all.
So Survivor Series War Games is streaming live this Saturday at 8 o'clock Eastern. I'm looking forward to this because of the War Games thing, right? I never really got into the War Games stuff, but I'm kind of looking forward to it because it's something new for me. All right. Then I looked at the card. All right. I'm going to go over it with you.
Stop right there.
Go ahead, Jones.
Here's something you must remember. WWE pay-per-views, their cards on paper, most of the time look like trash, but they are usually better than anything else that gets put out. They deliver.
I hope you're right. Okay? Because I looked at this card and immediately my excitement went to hope it's good. All right? Here we go. First match we have. Now, this is in no particular order. The SmackDown Women's Championship. Shotzi versus Roman Reigns. Ronda Rousey. Personally, I'm tired of Ronda Rousey. She is never good in the ring. She's not good. She's not a good wrestler. All right. Now listen, she's a star. She's an attraction. I get it. She brings in eyes. But to me, I feel she's kind of stale.
Very stale.
She needs someone to get her there. Like Charlotte again.
I'm actually hoping Shotzi wins. Does it make sense? No. But I just don't like Ronda. There's nothing that I connect with when it comes to Ronda Rousey. That's my opinion. So I know it's not going to happen. Shotzi is not winning the women's SmackDown title. It's not happening. But you never know. Panetta says, although Canadians celebrated Thanksgiving last month, I just want to say how thankful I am for all of you at PTM. And Panetta, we love you. You're awesome. Finn Balor versus AJ Styles. Jones?
I'm all in on this match.
This is probably your match of the night, I would say.
It better be War Games.
It is not. It is not.
No. I'm not saying that should be in War Games. I'm saying
Okay.
War Games should be the match of the night.
Got you.
Because of the hype behind it. This
But
match.
what are you most excited for, Jones? With when it comes to, are you more excited for the War Games match or for your boy AJ Styles, soccer mom?
He can't wrestle a bad match for me. So I was like,
He's your king
no, he's not my king.
in WWE. He's your king.
No,
When did this change?
he's my favorite wrestler of all time, but he's not my guy in WWE.
That's your king. If that's your favorite wrestler of all time, that's your king.
That's not how that works.
Who's your king then?
My king in WWE WWE would be Dolph Ziggler. I've been a Dolph Ziggler mark forever. So
Nikki, Mikey.
even back when he was with the Spirit Squad, even when he was with Curran White, I like
the caddy.
Wow.
Shit. Damn.
All right. Let's see. Finn Balor, AJ Styles, Jones. So I know you're looking forward to that match.
It's gonna be a great match.
Yeah,
Last time they
good
fought, I think the last time they fought was at Survivor Series.
The best thing that Dolph Ziggler has done is bang Sonny. All right.
Wrong.
And I'll
For like 7 hours, wasn't it?
Ziggler has the arguably, depending on who you're talking to, depends on one of the best cash-ins of all times.
What the fuck? Yeah. Whatever. Okay.
Joey, give him the Weeby's mine.
The Weeby and mine.
War Games. There's the first War Games match. Team Bianca.
Newman Ali has FE7 art too.
Who's in Team Bianca? Let's see.
We know 4 of them. We have 4 confirmed.
Who are they, Jones?
Bianca, Mia Yim, she got her name back.
Yeah, what was it? It was changed for like 2 days, wasn't it? Mission.
That's actually her nickname.
That's
nickname.
not bad.
Well, it wasn't like it was offensive. It's just she's known as Mia Yim. Just give her a name.
But it was Mission, right? That means like crazy in Korean or something, was it?
Something
Mission.
like that.
Yeah, but Mia Yim.
Alexa Bliss.
Alexa Bliss and Asuka.
All right,
the final member will be named on SmackDown.
On SmackDown. So there's a 5th member. So Mia Yim. So, oh my God.
Alexa Bliss.
Bianca,
and Asuka.
Alexa, and Asuka. Okay, it's a cool team. And then Damage Control.
Bailey, Io Sky, Dakota Kai,
Mammy.
You know what? I think this could be a fun match, honestly. It's in the War Games. These women could put on a show. I'm actually looking forward to this one. I think they're going to put on a great match, honestly.
Well, I'll tell you this. This may be one, probably could be the match of the night. You look at everybody that has been in a War Games before in NXT. You're looking at Bianca.
Yep.
You're looking at Rhea Ripley.
Yep.
You're looking at Io Sky. Yep. You're looking at Dakota Kai. You're looking at...
They all have experience in it.
They have experience. And Io Sky, like in a War Games, she's going to hit a crazy spot.
It all depends on if they got the roof or not, because I still haven't seen the cage.
I don't think they're putting a roof on there.
They got to have the roof, bro.
They haven't.
They haven't done it
NXT.
yet. They haven't done it yet with NXT.
That'd be cool, though, to make it different. You know what I'm saying?
I think Triple H doesn't want to because he wants to give them the ability to jump off the top and everything.
All right, so we
keeps
got...
them grounded.
And then, of course, the main event. I'm looking forward to this one, of course. You know, War Games, you got the Brawling Brutes and Drew McIntyre and Kevin Owens versus the Bloodline. Kevin Owens is going to be a psychopath.
Sami Zayn for president.
They're going to jump off the fucking top of the cage. No questions asked. And I'm looking forward to Butch. Looking forward to Butch.
He's been in War Games in NXT.
That's why I'm looking forward to him. Yep.
Kevin Owens is probably going to be the one that's going to take the big spot.
Mm-hmm. Because Kevin Owens is a psychopath.
He still has a hurt ankle. Don't know if it's 100%
Does he?
healed or not. Yes. He was doubtful for competing.
Yeah.
They didn't know if he was going to.
He's going to make it, though, right?
He's going to make it, but, he's hurting.
Yeah.
Unless he gets
100%
injured
healthy.
on SmackDown.
Yes.
Justin says the men's War Games match is going to steal the show. I'm looking forward to it. I think so, too.
It's the show.
I'll tell you this.
I think they're going to take it.
Every War Games match they had in NXT did not disappoint.
Nope.
All right.
And I don't expect these to either.
So that is your That's it?
No. There's another match that they added.
Why don't I see it on the card?
It's a triple threat match.
For the US title.
U.S. title. It's Lashley.
Ooh.
Oh, the Austin Theory.
What is it?
Lashley versus Theory versus Rollins.
Ooh. Any stipulations or no?
Oh, just a triple threat.
Just triple threat?
If it's a triple threat, no, it means no disqualification.
Who you guys calling for that one?
It's too soon to take the belt off of Rollins.
Damn, I agree with Jones. It's too soon, but damn, I kind of want Theory the way his attitude has been.
That poor guy.
The way they've been pushing him the past couple of weeks, I like it.
Yo, I like bearded Theory, bro.
Actually,
Looks a little more manly. I'm feeling bearded Theory.
Lashley's going to be taking out the match.
What do you mean, Jones?
I'm calling for somebody to interfere or distract him so he won't be involved in the match.
Brock Lesnar?
Omos?
It'll be Brock before anything.
I think Brock. You think Brock's going to show up at Survivor Series?
Show up, attack him, and then disappear again. One of them has to be off TV.
Because then the next major one is Royal Rumble, right?
Yeah, I can see.
Oh, we're
Brock
getting into the
being-
fun season, bro.
Cody's return.
Remember, this is the last
Cody.
pay-per-view for the end of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what. So what is after? Is it TLC or no?
No, this
No,
is the last pay-per-view.
because they were
for
going
the
to
that's
do
it?
day one. They were going to do day one, and they
That's
canceled
right. It was day
They-
one.
Day one's canceled.
So now it's Survivor Series and then to Rumble.
Yeah.
Nice. So we got a little bit of a time gap.
Negative,
Not
Justin.
really.
98 did not have a traditional Survivor Series match.
Let's see what we got. This is the first Survivor Series pay-per-view without a traditional Survivor Series match booked.
98.
98. Okay. 98.
That was daily games.
Yep.
One of my favorites is the Rumble. I always look forward to the Rumble every year. You know, it's just because of the tradition of the Rumble match. I'll still stand by me saying that the Women's Royal Rumble match should be eliminated. It is not needed. 100% not needed. I understand why they do it. But
Agreed.
once again, my personal opinion, it's my bathroom break. It's my bathroom break. I'm never interested in it.
I would agree because half of the competitors, they're bringing back fucking old ass broads that I have no interest in seeing.
I say have some really good women's matches. You know, you don't need a Rumble for them. It doesn't make them any worse than men or any lower than men because they don't have a Rumble match. I don't feel there's enough talent to really make it an exciting match. You can literally have a 5-way match and have all the women you need.
The problem is,
But once again, that's just my opinion.
That's my only issue with it. The over the top rope is an issue.
Why do you say that, Jim?
Yeah.
Once you with a women, this is not being offensive, but
Yeah.
all the roster isn't tall enough to be throwing people over the top rope.
Yeah,
so
Alexa Bliss is
therefore-
what, 5 foot?
Tiny.
When they did Battle Royals, like on SmackDown or Raw back in the day, it was through the middle rope.
Through the most. As long as you went out, as long as you were out the ring, you were eliminated.
No, you're good, bro. You don't have to say you're
Yeah,
bad. You're fine.
You're good, Justin. No problem.
Yeah, they. I feel the Royal Rumble when they did
Or
that.
add pinfalls and submissions.
When they did that, it was just like it's not needed.
See, I'm a fan of Rumbles. Like I just finished 93. I'm on 94. So like I'm a fan of Royal Rumbles in general. So I don't mind it.
You're just excited to see it regardless
Yeah.
because of the match.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The suspense. Who's coming out next?
Royal Rumble. So
And then
Survivor
when you
Series.
get those fake Rumble cheat sheets, like the day.
Well, I'm
or two
excited.
before.
I get excited. I'm not gonna lie. For when the Rumble happens, I get excited for the legends. You know, I know they're in there
WWE's
for
like,
a minute
yo.
or two, but I look forward to it.
Entrance number 30 in the women's division, Mae Young. You're
Yeah,
like,
I'm like, oh, you know. But for the men's, I look forward. Hopefully, they bring some legends out. Even if they come in there and they have a spot or two and that's it.
Who's even
Yeah.
able to wrestle right now? That's a legend that you.
I know.
That
I don't know.
Austin's working pretty hard.
Austin. That'd
No,
be
you
crazy.
cannot have him come in and Rumble.
Yeah,
and they get
he won't.
eliminated.
He won't.
I
he
know,
won't.
I know, but he's working
That'd be
out pretty
fun
hard.
though. That'd be
But
fun.
the women, it made sense.
He has
Like
to win.
like the first, when Trish Stratus appeared in the first
Yeah.
Rumble or whatever, like that was a big surprise. You get like that.
Oh my God, who?
But I remember like it was 2009. They had Hacksaw Jim Duggan come in at like 30 or 29. I mean, I get it. He was the first Rumble winner, but then he gets dumped.
You'll see people like Road Dogg. You'll see maybe X-Pac.
The Hurricane.
X-Pac is incredible right now. X-Pac's in the best shape of his career.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say Jeff Jarrett, but that's not happening.
Luke from the Bushwhackers.
I could see X-Pac having a...
He's too busy doing indie shows. X-Pac would be cool. What are the legends, Jones? Like WWE legends? Could you see show up in a Rumble, bro?
None.
Hogan?
No. X-Pac is the only one for me.
Jones would cream himself if that music. Can you imagine Jones's boner?
Jones, what would you do over here? When it comes crashing down, it hurts inside, Jones.
TV off.
Justin says they can have a women's Royal Rumble, just must book mostly women from the current rosters, NXT, Raw, SmackDown, and maybe 3 legends. Yeah, that's basically all they can get. You know?
Here's the thing with the NXT people. A lot of them aren't ready because of the new format.
When's that one chick coming, Jones? Nikita Lyons.
She was supposed to be up there.
Stop getting injured. She'd be
high. She was supposed to be up on SmackDown.
Nikita, bro. Watch out for her, bro.
She'll probably be in this Rumble.
Nah, I'm a fan of Tiffany Stratton.
Yo, Nikita, bro. Yo, Drake. When Drake follows her, you know she real, bro. She followed by Drake.
Yeah, but she's probably like 17 if Drake follows her.
Bro, I'll tell you right now, bro. Nikita Lyons. You know what? I'm gonna stop. It's Thanksgiving. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's a lot of stuffing for you.
I'll tell you right now. But I listen. We got the.
Actually, all of Toxic Attraction will probably show up in the Rumble, honestly.
Oh.
So we got Survivor Series this Saturday. Looking forward to that one.
Thanksgiving tomorrow.
You know what?
Thanksgiving
Hold
tomorrow.
on. I am a real American, not a Canadian.
I'm letting Banana be an honorary American.
I will personally do the remix for you. I'm gonna do.
Go ahead, King.
I'm a real Canadian. I will record it.
Wow.
I want to say this to Panetta. Panetta, I have it on good authority that you're hiding out Teddy Hart. That's all I'm saying.
Wow.
I'm gonna let Panetta be a real American. I'm gonna give him an AR-15. We're gonna fucking do some shit. We're gonna have a good time, bro. I'm gonna show you an American time, bro.
I appreciate all of you watching with us tonight. Even though it wasn't really announced, we just decided to come on and spend some time with you guys. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Cheers. Enjoy Survivor Series. We will see you next Thursday on Pounding the Meat. We appreciate the engagement. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Follow us on social media. Don't forget to give us a like. We appreciate you guys.
Fantastic Thanksgiving.
And yes, enjoy Thanksgiving with your families, friends, whatever. Just have a wonderful day. We'll talk to you soon. Peace out.